Welcome to Jyotish Analysis and Prediction. Once more, I am going to present one birth chart analysis, and this is once more a genuine birth chart analysis, not any example birth chart. It is genuine birth chart. On request of a viewer, I am doing this birth chart analysis, obviously not mentioning his name for sake of his privacy. Here, this chart is actually Leo ascendant and Taurus sign birth chart. Both are fixed signs, so this person is quite determined kind of person. There is a leadership quality, and automatically, and generally, what they decide, they do it. Uh, they try to stick to their principles, stick to their decisions. They are not fickle-minded. They don't falter. They don't want to change their mind because of others so easily. They don't give up their determination, their efforts so easily. Once they fix their mind, then try to stick to that. This position also causes some problem because they are not so easily adjustable. They cannot adjust with the surrounding situations, surrounding circumstances. Sometimes that becomes very difficult for them because both Rashi and Ascendant both are actually fixed, and naturally they are not so flexible kind of persons, so naturally they cannot adjust with the surrounding environments and surrounding people, especially when one is doing job and even in business also. Sometimes the circumstances become so demanding that you have to change yourself, change your attitude, or you have to compromise, which is very difficult for them to accept. So, but you cannot expect that everything will happen on your terms only. But they want to go on their own terms, stick to their own decisions, and naturally, when there is any conflict with others regarding any particular job or any particular work, any particular situation, decision, then they cannot really accept it so easily, quite naturally. But they are very, very hardworking, very efficient, because they don't fear any situation. They are always uh, ready to do anything. If any challenging situation comes their way, they can accept it, and they generally take up the challenge and fulfill their reach their goal. Actually, they finish the job, and very determined kind of persons. Now this person is little introvert kind of person because Jupiter, actually it is called Jeep Karak planet, that is in the 12th house, and with Ketu is another planet which generally pulls you back, which makes you little introvert. See, Jupiter and Ketu are close conjunct here in 12th house. 12th house means kind of separation, staying away from others, hiding oneself from others, isolation kind of thing, liking loneliness, staying away. So Jupiter shows that type of situation. Since now he is going through Jupiter's dasha, so Jupiter will definitely affect him more. And according to Jupiter's position, he will like to be little introvert this time. He will not be able to go out and be so outspoken, and he will not like to mix with others and socialize with others so easily. Rather, he will enjoy being alone little he will enjoy the loneliness, kind of separation, different. It is different kind of a special mind. Some attitude will grow um, in his character, which was not before 6 months back also. But these attitudes will grow now because we'll suddenly feel a change in himself, because Ketu and Jupiter both are actually quite spiritual, and that is also sitting in this house of spiritualism. So this time he may develop some liking for spiritualism. He may get into some habits of prayer, you know, meditation, and you will enjoy that. That is also, and it will give him a lot of mental peace also. So he may even like traveling to some religious places, or even this can make him travel abroad also, far away from his homeland. That also may happen. And Jupiter Ketu in the 12th house also can give him some research work development. That also may happen. Jupiter is actually his 5th house lord sitting in the 12th house, so some relationship may grow somewhere, maybe little far away from his place. Since it is Rashi only, this is a Rashi chart, actually Jupiter's position may change little. I will show you. It may change a little when you see it in Bhapchali chart. That is also very important thing. But in Rashi chart, it is sitting in the 12th house and very strong position. Actually, Jupiter is in exaltation sign, sign of exaltation with Ketu. Ketu and Jupiter combination is quite good, I think, and it gives analytical power, because Jupiter means a lot of knowledge, huge knowledge, vast knowledge, um, planet of wisdom, planet of knowledge, and Ketu means very complicated, very deep knowledge, and very root level knowledge. So, and very delicate kind of things, very uh, the analytical power increases when Ketu and Jupiter comes together. Even software development also is a very kind of thing which is supported by Ketu, because that is kind of mathematical kind of things, very complicated things, very intricate things. These are supported by Ketu a lot. And research and development, it may be scientific also, or it may be spiritual, deeper knowledge, not just superficial, very deep knowledge actually. So Ketu Jupiter can give you very good results if you can properly utilize it. Otherwise, what will happen? It will make you more introvert, more frustrated, more lonely, feel frustrated and down absolutely. So you have to uh, work according to the nature of Jupiter and Ketu, and this particular combination is a deadly combination if you can utilize it thoroughly. Otherwise, it will be useless, and rather it will damage your qualities, because 12th house is after all a dusthan in astrological terms. So when two planets are sitting in the 12th house, that gives you kind of disadvantageous position also. So you have to work according to the position and characteristics of the planets according to dasha antardasha. Now he's specially going through Jupiter's dasha, Jupiter's antardasha, Jupiter's pratyantardasha, all Jupiter together. So Jupiter will be very much a ruling planet right now, and so this will dictate the terms. So along with Ketu will also just behave like Jupiter, also like Moon, because Ketu will take the characteristics of Moon as well as Jupiter, and Moon is sitting in the 10th house. So both Jupiter and Ketu together will affect his work, his profession also. So maybe this time he may get some job abroad also, since Jupiter is aspecting his 6th house, so that also may happen definitely. there is a chance that he may get some job offer from some foreign company. And Jupiter Ketu is also good for financial kind of services or medical line also. So many things, not necessary that will only be financial job. It may be a medical profession also. It may be a scientific research work, because Jupiter is a planet of wisdom, knowledge. So if you can improve your knowledge, if you study more and more this time, and if you concentrate more in research work, not necessarily you have to do a PhD, but you can study for yourself. You can do research for yourself to know more, okay, and go deeper into any particular knowledge, into any particular subject. Then it will do tremendously good for you. That is why I'm telling you have to utilize your power of Jupiter and Ketu. Then only Jupiter Ketu combination will give you tremendously good results. Many astrologers will tell this is a very bad combination. This may spoil your career. This is a dangerous thing. It may put you in some put you in a hospital bed. I'm not telling that actually. It may send you hospital since it is in the 12th house. Okay, if you are frustrated, if you are into depression, then you may have to be hospitalized. That is a different thing. If it is giving negative effect, then you will have to go to the hospital. Otherwise, if you use it positively, this time will be very useful for you. Sun is sitting in its own position, that is in its own house, that is in old Rashi, rather it is the Rashi chart. So Sun is sitting in its own house, in ascendant itself, so definitely it will give him good results. Lagna Lord sitting in Lagna, that means he'll be successful, definitely. It will give him more confidence. Mercury, Sun together, that also will give him some good effects. Okay, so definitely is giving a lot of intelligence, quite sharp intelligence, memory, good memory, and Venus together. So Venus is also planet of finance, planet of creativity, and fifth house itself is, that is the fifth house of natural zodiac itself, is a house of creativity. So naturally this person may be quite creative, may be interested in creative lines, but I don't know how far it is, because since Sun is in the nakshatra of Punarvasu, Purva Phalguni nakshatra, that is the nakshatra of uh, Venus, and Mercury is in the nakshatra Purva Phalguni, so Mercury has been combust. So naturally Mercury will not be able to give him good results. That is a big problem, and Mercury is actually second house lord sitting in the Lagna, but is combust, so naturally Mercury will not be able to give him much good result. Rather, he may fumble while speaking to someone, or he may stammer, have some lack of confidence, lack of, sometimes he may be little, confused, and may not take right decision because of this. And it may also cause some break in his studies, change of stream. This kind of situation may come suddenly. Venus is in the nakshatra of Magha nakshatra, and Venus is in the nakshatra of Magha. So this may make him more analytical. Venus is actually his 10th house lord, and that is sitting in Lagna, that is in ascendant, but its nakshatra lord is sitting in the 12th house. Naturally, um, he may have to go far away from his home for his job, or he may even have to go to any very distant place. It may be a foreign country as well. Foreign country doesn't mean that you have to go out of India always. It may be far away from your place of your hometown. So that also may happen actually. So Venus Mercury combination as a whole is good, and sometimes Venus Sun combination also can make you very attractive, very powerful, and It can give you smartness. Venus in Lagna means it will make you powerful and attractive, because Venus is a very creative planet and very benefic planet. Your 10th house lord sitting in your Lagna, it will make you very successful indeed. But Mercury in the middle is not very good at all, so you have to strengthen your Mercury. Mercury is very useful planet for you, and Mercury is quite friendly planet too, Leo ascendant. So, and it's very useful, most useful planet, because second house, 11th house lord. Oh my goodness, it will completely control your finance. So you have to strengthen your Mercury. So how you will do it is a different thing that you can ask me over phone, and I can tell you over phone. I cannot tell it here, because you have to strengthen your Mercury by some rituals or by some lifestyle changes. It is not necessary that you have to wear any emerald stone and then you can improve your Mercury. It is not that easy actually. And what about Moon and Mars? That is a big problem. Moon Mars together is very very good actually. Moon Mars combination is a very good thing, but because of that, it makes one Mangalik also. When Moon Lagna, in the Moon Lagna, that means when mm, Mars is sitting with Moon in Rashi itself, so that also makes one Mangalik. And Mangalik means what? This is in the 10th house, so this will make him little. Um, this creates a kind of difficult position for profession actually. Why? Because as a whole, this combination is good, because Moon is very good. This 12th house Lord sitting in the 10th house, no problem. But Moon is sitting its exalted sign, that is good exaltation, sign of exaltation. Taurus is very good sign for Moon, very powerful Moon. And Mars is also there, but they are very closely conjunct, and that is why Moon is getting affected, because Mars is a cruel planet. Some people say it is a papkari planet. It's okay, whatever it is, a malefic or a cruel planet, whatever it is. But Moon is being affected, because Moon is a delicate planet, it's a soft, very benefic planet, and that will be affected by Mars. Moon means mind. Moon means and if your mind is so upset and very, you know, it's a, it's sitting with such a cruel planet, it's a hot planet. So naturally, mind will become hot. Mind will be very much, mind means temperament. So naturally, your temper will be high. Now, if your moon is sitting in a such 10th house, that is house of profession, and your mind is so much disturbed, your temper is so high, sometimes you lose your temper, and because of that you will lose your job also, or it may spoil your image, it can spoil your professional prospects, because your boss will not like that. You may have differences with your boss, your higher authorities, they may not like it, and you may lose some time, you may lose your tempers, or because of you may lose your temper, and also you may quit your job. You will not be able to control your temper and control your anger, because Mars is so strong in the 10th house, very strong, and it gives you administrative power, very good thing. Mars Moon together in the 10th house makes you a very high tempered person, or sometimes it can frustrate you also, because I told you, when Mangalik in the 10th house can cause you some problem in your professional life, especially when you are very young. In the early stage of your profession, that becomes very difficult, because that time generally your tempers are high, and you feel restless, you are not satisfied with your job maybe, and because of that you may not be able to compromise with your management, and you may lose your job, and this way you will spoil your career, because you change your job number of times because of your temperaments. Once you will find that no more jobs are required, will feel dejected, you'll feel frustrated, and how many times will change company? It is not possible, and that way will ultimately lose all your growth prospects. So it is not good for you. And Moon is also being highly affected because of Mars, and what will happen? Moon means our mother, so mother also being affected. she may have some operations, injuries kind of things, or high temper, blood pressure, high blood pressure. You may also have high BP, high blood pressure. So you have to think about it. You should think about your attitudes, think about your temperaments. Then only you can control yourself. Sometimes, as a whole, it's a fixed sign already. I told you, because you are not so easily changeable person. You will not change it so easily. You will not change your mind, change your decisions so easily. You will not be able to adjust with others so easily. On above that, you know your moon and Mars together in the 10th house, that also will give you more uncontrollable temper, gives you more uncontrollable temper. And because of that, you feel, your mind will be so upset, you'll not be able to control it. And that will make you, if you cannot express your frustrations or express your views properly, your temper, then what will happen? You will brood inside, and that way you will spoil yourself. That will be dangerous for you. So this is a very critical thing in it. In the 10th house, Mars is good. In 10th house, Moon is also good. But together, Moon and Mars, it's really not that good. Actually, it may be dangerous for your profession. It is my view. And Mars is aspecting your ascendant, so that also is dangerous. Because of aspect of Mars, it may damage your health also. That way also you'll feel high temper, high blood pressure, because, and also it can cause you some injuries also. Now thing is that Mars is a Rajyokari planet, that is in your 10th house, very good position, but its aspect, especially its 8th aspect in the 5th house, its 8th aspect is falling on Saturn. Saturn is actually your 7th house lord as well as your 6th house lord. Because of your high temper, or you should say your mentality, aggression, your relationship with your wife, with your spouse, with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, if you are a lady, will be spoiled. And Mars aspect on the 5th house also can damage your health, because it will cause you some stomach problem, acidity. This is a big problem indeed. And it is also aspecting your 4th house, so it may be dangerous for your mother. And also it can cause you some accidents. Not necessarily it will be major accident, it may be minor accidents, but it can cause you some problems. Mars aspecting your Saturn may cause you, may lead you to some technical studies. But these aspects of Mars can also spoil your education, because it is aspecting your 4th house as well as aspecting your 5th house. So that is a dangerous thing. This will spoil your happiness, because Mars aspecting the 4th house, though 4th house lord is aspecting its own house. There may be an argument, why should it spoil? Because 4th house lord is aspecting its own house, it should really increase the happiness. Okay, that way it is logically okay. But actually, Mars is a cruel planet, it is a very aggressive planet. Its aspect also will be very aggressive. Naturally, when it is falling in the house of happiness, automatically, logically or illogically, whatever think, I think it will definitely damage your happiness of your mind or happiness of your family. And also it can cause you some accidents, some dangers. So be careful. So this is all about D1 chart. Oh yes, another thing, Rahu is sitting in the 6th house. What is it? Rahu means some foreign connection. So Rahu also can give you some, and since it is being aspected by Jupiter, so it will also take the characteristics of Jupiter also. Since it is being aspected by Jupiter, also it will give the characteristics of Saturn. and Rahu is sitting in the nakshatra of Moon, and Moon is sitting in 10th house. So Rahu will definitely give him job. What kind of job? It may be any marketing kind of job. It may be any um, finance kind of job, banking job, because 6th house also represents bank, and also it may be some consultancy kind of job. Why? Because Jupiter is aspecting, Jupiter means consultancy. So many options are there. Even if you would be studying any, if you studied any medical profession, medical subject, then you would be working in a hospital also. So Rahu can also give you medical profession, technical jobs also. So that is all about D1 chart analysis. And if I see KP chart, okay, I could have definitely studied D10 chart, D9 chart, so many burger charts are there, but I'll not get into much details because I've already discussed everything about D1 chart in details. Now I'll go directly to KP chart. I want to see it from two angles, and whenever I analyze any chart, I see it from different angles, not only these two point of views, but also I see from other burger charts like in D10, D9, D7. Okay, so many things are there. D7, D4, if necessary, and also very much detailed study of KP, and also many other ways, and Dasha, Antardasha, so many things. So naturally, it is a very tedious job. It is a very laborious job. It takes a lot of time indeed, and a lot of analysis. Not so easy. Uh, Even sometimes takes hours to study a particular chart properly. So if anybody needs any proper discussion, proper analysis, he may definitely contact me for personal chart analysis, and also I'll discuss with him regarding his chart over phone for as long as possible, and he'll be quite satisfied. And matching the events, actually those events are happening in his life or not, that also will be verified. Then it will give you more satisfaction. It is not that whatever thing I am saying will happen, definitely not necessary. I have to verify. The mostly the events match actually, because if one can properly study the chart, generally events match. Another thing, I see a chart from different angles, from different by different methods. So it takes long time. Maybe accordingly, I want my remuneration. My remuneration is very very nominal, not very big one. Not thousands of rupees, but a nominal one. So if anybody interested, definitely can contact me. And also sometimes I analyze chart free of cost. If very needy persons come, but very critical condition, then only I give free discussion, free analysis, not so randomly. Not that anybody can come and fake claim that I am very poor man, please help me. Not that, because seeing the chart I'll be able to understand whether it is genuine or not. And still I sometimes analyze these charts free of cost in this channel also. If that chart is very critical and very interesting, then only I discuss that chart free of cost for others point of view, also for other insiders. They also will know about this kind of chart analysis, they will also be interested. That is why I discuss. Anyway, so let me get into KP chart analysis. So I'll go to KP. Now there are so many KP astrologers and they are discussing the chart in their way. I see their chart analysis also, and I'm very much I like their chart analysis very much. I appreciate them. And first I go to the charts. This is the KP chart. This is actually Bhapchali chart. Here you see change of position. Sun is still in the Lagna, but Mercury, Venus in the 12th house and Jupiter, Ketu are in the 11th house. What a change. So Jupiter will not only give him 12th house effects in according to Rashi chart, but also it will give him 11th house effects. That is Jupiter and Ketu together will give him success. Success in his ventures, success in his profession, and also this time he may get married because Jupiter is the 5th house lord sitting in the 11th house, and that is aspecting your 12th house. Though it is Bhapchali chart, there you may not consider the aspect, but I can show you how Jupiter will affect 7th house also and how he can get married this time. And Moon and Mercury has shifted to 9th house. That was in the 10th house, now it is in the 9th house. So that way it is not Mangalic. But since Moon is sitting with Mars, Mars is sitting with Moon, that way it is definitely one kind of Mangalic. So he should definitely take care of his, he need not worry much. Not always that Mangalic means divorce, Mangalic means death of spouse, very dangerous situation, not that actually. It may cause him some problem in his profession only, and also some problems in relationships, so be careful. If he can control his mind, control his tempers, and if he can adjust with others and cool down a little, change his attitudes, naturally it will not cause him much problem. He need not do very critical remedies, no, not necessary, or anything very special to get rid of this Mangalic dosh, not that. Anyway, so let me go to Jupiter's dasha. What exactly is the dasha running now? I've already told he's going through Jupiter, Jupiter, Jupiter. That means dasha, bhukti, antara, both, all three are actually Jupiter. Now what is the role of Jupiter? Now let me check what is his professional prospect. So I'll go to cusp details. So there you see two cuspal sublords. You have to see cuspal sublord. That is most important thing. In traditional chart analysis, you have to see the houses only and their lords, and who is sitting in that house, who is aspecting that way. But in KP, we have to first see the cuspal sublord. Sublord is everything that determines one's profession and professional prospects. Here I am marking, here is 6th house cuspal sublord is Sun, and 10th house cuspal sublord also Sun, right? So Sun is going to rule his profession. Sun means what? Government job. Sun means what? Administration. Sun means what? Some medical profession, medicine. Sun means politics also. Sun means higher authority, management. So let's see what Sun is actually offering him. So I'll go to signification, planet signification. So planetary signification. Sun is showing 12, 1, 3, 10, 1. See, here it is. Here is that. Planet 1 level, first level, third level, fourth level. Here you see signification. I am denying this. Okay, I am marking it once more. Here it is. 12th house, first house, third house, 10th house. Here you see 12th house is more prominent here. Very strong signification of 12th house. That means somewhere far away from home, foreign connection. 10th house is also there. Third level signification. 10. That means you will definitely get job. It may be a government job, it may be high managerial job, management kind of job. Third house is also involved. That means marketing oriented, communication based. First house is also involved because Sun is also signifying his health and self. So Sun is giving him profession definitely and success also because 10th house is involved here. Okay, so definitely he will get success in his profession, higher position also, but 12th house also is involved, so that is a concern. Anyway, 12th house is not always bad actually. 12th house is also good if you can properly utilize it. Now I'll go to other things about this particular cuspal details. Now let's see what is planetary details. Sun is sitting in nakshatra of Venus. Here it is, and in a sublord of Mercury. Have you seen that? Sun is sitting, here is nakshatra and this is sublord. Sun is sitting in the nakshatra of Venus and sublord of Mercury. This is a peculiar combination. Ultimately, what will be the outcome from Sun? Exactly what he can get from Sun. Let's see. So if I go to planetary significations, there we find Sun means this one. Okay. Then I come to Venus. Venus means 11. And Mercury means. Now, sublord supports or not, that is very important thing. Sun as a planet giving the signification of 3 and 10. Venus is also giving 11th signification, that means success, definitely, and first level success, very good connection. Venus is giving first level success, that is 11th house is in the first level, that is a very good successful condition, and 310 in the fourth level. Okay, so Venus is also offering job, it may be foreign job, foreign travel, and also success. Okay, but Mercury is the ruler. Mercury will decide whether his professional success will come or not. Mercury is showing, I am again marking Mercury. Mercury is showing 12, 12, 2, 10 to 11. 12, 12, 3, 10 to 11. So Mercury will definitely support third house, 10th house, I mean to say third house signification given by Sun and Venus, 10th house signification given by Sun and Venus, and also Mercury also support the 11th signification. So 3, 10, 11 significations will be supported by Mercury. Mercury will also support 12th house signification. So almost all the significations given by both Sun and Venus are being supported by sublords. So he will definitely get success in his professional venture. But success may not be that much as he expects. Why I am telling that? Because Mercury is very weak. That is the reason, even having a lots of prospect, even having a lots of good qualities in him, he is not being successful in career so much, and that is making him more frustrated, because Mercury is combust in his lagna, that is in Rashi chart, and in KP chart Mercury is in the 12th house, and Mercury is giving fourth level element signification. That means success will come. Here I am showing fourth level. This is first level. Okay, this is first level, this is second level, this is third level, and this is fourth level. That means much less. So Mercury will not support him in getting success so much. Though Venus is giving first level success, but Mercury will not support. That is a big problem. So he will definitely have to increase his Mercury, his decisions, his intelligence, his uh, presence of mind, and also uh, what to say, um, proper decision is more important thing. Actually, he cannot analyze the situations properly. Sometimes he becomes very restless. He should not have this type of mentality. He should be more mature and feel little confidence. He has to change his mind, because Mercury is very weak here, being combust with Sun. So he'll have to change his mentality. If necessary, he can strengthen his Mercury some other way also. So this is about his profession. Now, what Jupiter is going to offer him during this period, let's see. Jupiter is going to give him 5, 11, 6, 7, 5, 8. So Jupiter is going to give him success in his job, success in marriage, success in relationship as well. And Jupiter's nakshatra is Saturn, I already told you. And Jupiter's sublord is who? Moon, already I told you. I want to show you once more, otherwise you will not understand. You see planet details. Here you see Jupiter. I am marking it for you that you understand. Here is Jupiter. Jupiter's nakshatra is Saturn and sublord is Moon. So what will be the effect? Let's do planetary significations. Here you see Jupiter. Jupiter is showing 5, 11, 6, 7, 5, 8. So he will definitely succeed in his relationships. He will get success in his career as well, because 6-11 combination is there, 7-11 is also there, marriage is quite possible, 5-11 is also there, relationship, marriage through relationship as well, 5-8 combination is also there. That is a big problem. So he should be careful little, because that may give him some kind of extramarital relationship. He should be careful, and because of that he may have break in marriage. So you should be very careful this way. And 6-7, 6 means negation of marriage. That also is big problem. So you should be careful. And Mercury is also showing 12th signification, 9th signification. So as a whole, during this period he will be having job changes, traveling far away from his house, from his hometown, distance travel. he may go far away from his home, long tours, long travel, and even foreign tours. Change of luck, change of job, having relationships, even break of relationships. Eighth house is involved. That is why some mental strain, some anxieties may creep in, that may come in his mind. But there is a very poor level, very not much actually. Fourth level signification is there. Eight is involved there. You cannot expect everything good during a particular dasha. That way, okay. It is okay, I think. Jupiter will not give him that bad result actually. But one thing I want to say, Jupiter is actually after all a 8th house lord, and Jupiter is actually, if I see Kaspal details, then I show you Jupiter is actually sublord of, no, Jupiter is not sublord of any particular cusp. Jupiter is actually 5th house lord and 8th house lord, and sublord of 6th house, but not sublord of any particular cusp. But Jupiter's nakshatra, that is Saturn, is sublord of 7th house. Here it is 7th house, 9th house, 3rd house, and also 11th house. So Jupiter is going to offer success, good luck, marriage, relationship. So not that bad actually, according to the nakshatra lord. So Jupiter is going to give him a lot of benefits as well. But remember, Jupiter is actually sitting in nakshatra of Saturn. Now Saturn is retrograde right now. At present Saturn is retrograde, and it will remain retrograde till 4th of November 2023. Till then he will not get any good results. Until unless Saturn is becoming direct, he will not be able to get any good results. That you must remember. And also Jupiter is sitting in nakshatra of Saturn, so Saturn is a slow moving planet, so naturally this will definitely affect Jupiter also. So Jupiter also will be giving good results, but little slow. You cannot expect everything fast, and Jupiter is also quite slow moving planet. And where is eclipse sitting? It is sitting in the 12th house in Rashi chart, and sitting in 11th house. So straight away we can say yes, Jupiter will definitely give him success, because if you see charts, Jupiter is in the 11th house along with Ketu, and Mercury and Venus are actually in the 12th house. So Mercury is second house lord, that is sitting in the 12th house, so that way he will squander away a lot of money, waste money. And Venus also in the third house lord, sitting in the 12th house, it can make him travel far away from his home, or even he can go for any home travel, foreign travel, for pleasure only, nothing else. Moon and Mars together in the 9th house, that will definitely affect his father's health, because Mars sitting in the 9th house. So Mars is actually 8th house lord of his father, that is sitting in his 9th house, so that may be little harmful for his father. Moon is 12th house lord sitting in the 9th house, that way also it can cause some problems. But any chart can have both positive and negative things. So taking everything together, as a whole, this chart is quite good chart actually. Overall, this chart is quite good because Lagna, I am concentrating more on the good points, not the bad things. Sun is sitting in its own house, that is an ascendant itself, ascendant lord sitting in ascendant, that is very good thing. Jupiter sitting in the 11th house, that is also very good thing. And Moon is sitting in the 9th house, that is not bad actually, but still it may damage his father's health or his father's from father's point of view maybe it's a little difficult, but it will definitely give him some higher education also. High temper also. Moon, Mars together, I told you already. So this may cause you some problems definitely. Saturn is sitting with Rahu in the 5th house. This Rahu with Saturn in the 5th house is not that good actually for relationship. May cause some problems in understanding, break relationships also. And Venus and Sun actually, sorry, I'm wrong. Not Venus and Sun. Actually, if I go to Rashi chart, I already told you that Jupiter is sitting in the 12th house in Rashi chart and Venus sitting in the Lagna. And here also you see Venus sitting in the 12th house and Jupiter is sitting in the 11th house. They are in 212 relation to each other, so that way it is not good for marital relationship. But I don't want to scare anybody. I don't want to scare anybody. Not always that this will cause problems in marriage or relationship. Rather, I can check it from Kaspar details whether his marriage will last or not. I should not really scare anybody. Whatever is the prospect, whatever is the negativity, that I should definitely point out for sake of his future, so that he knows it in advance and it can cause him, it may help him to save his relationships or save his marriage. You see, seventh Kaspal subrod is Saturn. And what Saturn is showing? Saturn means what? Planetary significations. Saturn is showing 12th house, 5th house, 3rd house, 10th house, 6th house, and 7th house. Not that good actually. Saturn is definitely showing a 5th house, definitely that is good, but 7th house is also there. But 7th house is a 4th level signification. But 10th house is not good for relationship that may cause separation. 12th house is also not that good, that also may cause some separation. Only 5th house is good for successful marriage, for good understanding, love, attraction with each other. 3rd house is also okay, no problem, but 7th house is definitely good. But 6th house is also there. 6th house means break of marriage, and 12th house is also 6th house to 7th house. That way also it can be little dangerous. And 10th house is definitely bad for marriage. So I think you should be little careful. Now whether Saturn is tenanted or untenanted, that is also important. Let's see, check planetary details. If we see to the planets, there we will check whether any planet sitting in nakshatra of Saturn or not. Obviously Jupiter is sitting in nakshatra of Saturn, so Saturn is not untenanted, it's tenanted planet. So now we have to see whether I have to see in more detail whether marriage will last or not. That is a more critical discussion. I don't want to get into more details right now, so that is a different thing. If he requests me, then I'll check it later. But for the timing, whatever general things I can discuss, I have already discussed. So this is all about this chart analysis. I hope you understand. Later on, what dasha will come, let me check. So if I go out from here and then check the dasha, so opening his chart, Vimshattari Dasha. So here you see now is going through Mahadasha of Jupiter, and if I see Mahadasha, there you see that actually is going through Jupiter's Dasha, then it will come to Jupiter, and then again Jupiter, up to 8th of October 2023, then will come Saturn's Pratyantar Dasha, that will continue up to 2024 February, then will come Mercury, then will come Ketu, this way. But Jupiter Dasha Antar Dasha, that means Dasha Bhukti actually, KP astrology wise, Dasha Bhukti will continue for quite some time. How long? If I go back, you can understand up to Kundali, then Venus Antardasha. Okay, up to 39, 16 years. It has just begun in the month of June, and it will continue up to 39, 16 years, long time. This Jupiter's Dasha will continue, and within that, Antardasha will continue up to Jupiter, okay, Jupiter, and that will continue up to 2025. Jupiter Antardasha will continue, that is Bhukti period will continue up to 2025 August, exactly 2 years from now. So Jupiter will be ruling his life mostly this time. Anyway, that's all for now, and I hope you liked this video. As much I could have detailed the study and express my views, my findings. It is very critical one. It is not so easy, analyzing a chart thoroughly from all points of views, from in different methods, is very critical one. It's very time consuming and quite laborious job. So I hope you appreciate this effort, and in future also I'll be bringing such interesting chart analysis. You please watch this video till the end without skipping, and if anybody interested to learn astrology and not very I don't charge very highly at nominal charges, then it may contact, or also can get predictions from me. Okay, and if anybody has any query regarding his own chart, may ask in the comment box. If I find that particular question is valid and bit critical, then definitely I will discuss. Thank you very much for watching this video till now and liking the video. Good night.